All right, been about an hour or so drive. We get up here to where Matt's been working out on this next little project we got going on. It's about six and a half acres. Old, I don't know. It kind of looked like it used to be a little cattle pasture or farm pasture. Had a couple of old rundown mobile homes on it that we had to destroy and burn. They were already caved in and everything. We just had to pull the frame out and burn it with a bunch of brush that was around it. So he's kind of been working on it, I don't know, 2 or 3 days now. Actually, he's gotten a lot more done than what I thought he had. Been out here plugging away. I've been back at home taking care of some stuff. You saw me making a couple attempts at hauling some rocks. We finally got that done. So I got in the truck, run up here with him, help him out today, tomorrow, do some dozer work, and got to go look at another job up in this area tomorrow. So we're gonna try to take care of both those things at once. But let's walk around for a second and take a look at what all he's got done, and then we'll do a quick little flyover with the drone to kind of document some of the process, and we'll show you that and get to work on it. And next day or two we should be finishing up, and I'll be able to show you some after photos of that too. And I believe the homeowner's probably going to meet us out here in a day or so. Usually the typical routine I follow with customers is meet them out here originally when we quoting the job, bidding the job, and try to get an idea of what their vision is for the property, what their goal is for the property. So when we come out here to work, we know what they want, and we know what we're working towards, and we strive to make that happen for them. So, one of the things I usually do, and just talking business as well, just to protect ourselves and, make the customers feel comfortable. We usually take half payment down, cover some of our initial upfront costs coming in on the job, and then the final payment on the last day of the work. So we're paid in full. They're happy with everything. So like I was saying, the homeowner is going to come out here in the next day or so and meet us as we start getting close to wrapping up the property. And I like to do that, invite them out so we can kind of walk through. Some homeowners is going to be there with you every day. The other property owners will have to work and have other things going on. So I like to try to meet them out here as we start getting close. We can walk through the property and kind of look to see if there's anything we've kind of missed, or something that really wasn't communicated very well up front, so that we can make sure that we get those things addressed, as long as it's within the scope of work that we agreed on, and make sure that we get those things addressed. We have a little punch list per se of what we need to do, and so we can start wrapping the job up, arrange that final pavement before we finish the job, so we can wrap it up, get our equipment scheduled to be moved out, and go on to the next property. So like I said, we're getting pretty close on this one. I didn't really have a chance to come and walk through the property when we first started. I did come out here to help unload some equipment, so I got to look at it. But Matt actually has taken care of this job. He came and met the customers. I followed back up with him with a quote based on what he told me. Never even had seen the place, so he does help out a lot. So as you'll see, he's taking care of this whole project by himself, and which gives me the opportunity to go out and do other things on the other side of the business. Whereas sometimes, only some of these bigger jobs, like big 4-acre pond project we just finished up, it was all hands on deck the whole time trying to get it knocked out, especially being right here in the middle of winter. You just don't want to take any longer than you have to. But we'll kind of look around. I'll point out some of the things that we have to do, what he's been doing, and then we'll wrap it up, do a little drone flyover, and don't really have the GoPro set up yet, so we can do some filming in the equipment. But we'll see if we can get a little footage and put that drone photo up for you as well, so you can see what we got going on out here. If anybody has any questions, just give us a shout in the comments. And like always, please do us a favor. If you like our videos, you think there's something we could do to help you guys out, just like and share it if you would, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks. All right, so basically, yeah, I haven't moved anywhere. I'm just flipping the screen around, but we're out here in the middle of the property. So when Matt came out, one of the things that he told me was that it's about 6.5, 7 acres. And so we're standing right in the middle. So you can see kind of up here to the front where the first fire's burning. I think that's where, might have been a little shed or something, but it was all pretty much grass. There's a little small pond up there, a few stumps, old dead trees that we gotta take care of and dig up some stumps and kind of put it on the burn pile there, get it burned up and cleaned up. So our goal up on the front half is really, I think they're gonna put a house out here. So our goal is to try to get it to where the grass and the yard is manageable. Now, if you kind of turn and see back here, you can start to see a lot more dirt. So this is where the property got a little rougher at. You see we got the building, the old mobile home. I think that's just a burn pile, but you can see it's got the frame of the old mobile home right there. You can see Matt working back here in the back on the excavator. Everything from this point back was kind of like a old timber cutover. So just a bunch of scrub grass, a few little scrub oak trees out there, but some old stumps, rotten tree limbs and junk like that, stuff you'd expect over from a old pine cutover. So like I was saying, I mean, you can see around for, Matt didn't get to work for a couple of days because of the rain. So I think he worked 2 days last week and he's worked 1 day this week, and just really done great and gotten a lot of work done. So he told me this morning before I came out, if we just got some dozer work to do that he needs some help on to kind of get caught up to where he's at on the excavator. But as you can see, this back section that was about probably 4 acres, I mean, he's already de-stumped the whole thing and just got a lot of dozer work, dirt work to do. We're probably gonna have to rake some of this stuff out, all this loose junk here, because it's just not gonna burn. So we'll pull some of that stuff off somewhere out the way and probably bury it to get rid of it. With something like that, I'll probably talk to the homeowner too. If you look, man, he's got some pretty good dirt. Looks like a pretty good clay consistency in our area. Anything kind of orange tint, red tint is clay. I mean, you look over there where Matt's working at, looks like some pretty good red dirt too, but not everything red is clay, and that's something I try to discuss with a lot of the property owners is, we have a lot of sandy red river sand, lean clay type materials in our areas too that are ideal for house pads, driveways, and everything because they drain well. One thing you don't want to do is try to build a house pad, or especially a house pad, but a driveway or anything out of pure fatty clay. The reason being is because it's going to shrink and swell. The more moisture you get to it in the winter time and the rainy season, it makes that clay want to expand. And then as you get in the summertime and it starts to dry out, you'll notice in clay that it'll get those cracks and stuff in it, because when it dries out, it starts to shrink. So imagine that under a concrete foundation where the dirt is moving, expanding and contracting like that, it's gonna create a lot of problems. So if you look right here, it's some pretty good material. It looks like it is mostly clay with some fines in it, but I'd be willing to bet if you went a little bit deeper, you'd probably get into some more sandier type material. So my point was going to be that I'll get up here and talk to the homeowner. If we got some of that material that we need to bury, then what we'll usually do is find us a spot to bury it, and just to make it advantageous for the customer, take any excess of the good dirt if it's suitable, and either build a house pad with it or put a driveway in for them so they're not buying dirt. When you got a property that's 4, 5, 6, 7 acres and you got to start from scratch to get it cleaned up like this, why not use dirt off your own property instead of paying $250 a load or whatever the cost is to bring dirt in. It's so hard to burn a lot of these roots and trash and stuff, so just get rid of it. Flip it down to the bottom. As long as it's not any big stumps, it's going to have air pockets and stuff that it causes a sinkhole. Put it down in there deep and pack it in tight. Pull out some of that good material and build a house pad, build a driveway, everything you can to get it all off of your property. And kind of what I try to tell them is bundle and save. If we're out here doing this work, let us spend a little bit of extra time. Go ahead and throw that driveway in and house pad in for you, and it saves you. In most cases, it'll save a customer $10,000 or $15,000. When you're doing residential work, not everybody has a big budget to just go out here and start just throwing money at every little project, just throwing money at it. So the more that we can kind of do to help people out, bundle some of this stuff together, save them money in the long term, it really helps them get that property of their dreams and not take 10 or 15 years to do it. So anyway, with that being said, if you guys follow along, there'll be more videos, more tips, more talking about the business and what we do and how we approach things. And again, we out here, we work for ourselves, self-employed. Me and Matt, most of the time, we have some part-time guys that help us out trying to grow our business. We want you guys to share in that experience as we grow our business, get it to that next level, take care of the business we have, and then play. Work hard, play hard. That's going to be the basis of this whole experience for us, and sharing this experience with you guys. You get to come out here, you get to see us work, you get to see what we do for a living, and then you get to also experience what we like to do for hobbies, hunting, fishing. So stay tuned, guys. Continue to watch us dig deep, work hard, play hard. All right, stay tuned. got to see what I was talking about with the property. Just got through doing some drone photos for you. You can see what all's going on out there. You know, we have had a couple of rains. If you see some wet areas where Matt was able to do a little dirt work ahead of some rain last week. Had some rain over the weekend, rain on Monday, and today's Wednesday. You can see he's already got the other half of the property knocked out. So by the time get in there and get the doja work finished and stuff, I just got through knocking out a little bit of doja work, helping him do some dress work. We're going to come in here tomorrow, try to get this thing wrapped up, get it all cleaned up for the customer. We should have all the back half done by by this evening. And tomorrow the focus is on the front half, where you can see where we had more grass, a few little stumps and some logs and stuff to clean up. So once we get all of that kind of taken care of tomorrow, try to finish doing some dress work, which will be Thursday. We'll get some more footage tomorrow and try to get it done before the rain on Friday. Drawing a blank, but I mean, there you go. You get to see what we're working on. I wish we would have got out here a little sooner, done a little before and after, kind of walk you through the project ahead of time, kind of what the customer was wanting, and our approach to getting it done quickly and efficiently. The key this time of year is speed. I mean, you want to try to find a window between rain events, because they're gonna be there. There's just no way around it. So you have to be real careful. This ground out here is very flat. You can see there's a little pond in it. You can see some wet spots in the drone photos. You could already see where some water's been running across the dress work that we've already done. It's just unavoidable. But we don't want to be out here on a job site like this one later on into the winter, when the ground's getting really saturated. We're coming out of a pretty bad drought, probably the worst drought in history in our area. We had a ton of forest fires like all summer long, ponds drying up. I mean, it's been pretty bad. So the ground's still dry. I mean, you get past the top layer, it's still dry, so we can still work. But later on in the winter, these flat spots, it's just, you're just asking for trouble. You come out here, you bid a job, you're gonna have to bid it reasonably. Like the customer shouldn't have to pay extra because of the time of year, if that makes any sense. I know you have to bid it to where you can make money. I know you're gonna have to, you can't do things at a negative, but you have to try to manage those costs. So just be real smart about what you're doing, and be patient, watch the weather, and remember, the key is to be fast and efficient. Be back at it again tomorrow, same job. See you guys then. Remember, work hard, play hard. Thanks.